What's up, guys? It is your boy, The Mimic, and I'm with.
It's your boy Dre minus the correct pronunciation this time on my because I said it myself. That's the definitive pronunciation. You heard it here first. We're in a match. I don't know why I went on about that for 30 seconds. So we're in a match with Nixer and Space. This is a rematch from earlier, and it is also the finals. I think how it
Yeah.
works is that Nixer gets like a bit of an advantage. If Nixer ends up winning the match, it means that we do not go to Grand Finals reset. But I think if Space wins, then it goes to Grand Finals reset. I think that's how that works.
Yeah.
So it should be. I mean, we've seen how Nixer plays. Nixer can just go absolutely crazy in the Amy gameplay, and Spacebar just had an incredible last match that I commentated there. He almost got PB, just got messed up on the doors. So
Yeah.
I really think this is going to be one hell of a match to watch here.
Always the
yeah.
door energy. I feel like RNG in this match would be pretty important.
Yeah, I think so too. We've got two people on the webcam. That's great to see. The Nixer single pixel webcam. Is the single pixel like React in the Sacer channel? If not, it should be. It's in the Discord.
Oh, yeah, the Alex Discord, but it started.
Yeah, I guess we're starting. Okay. Getting in there pretty quickly. Spacebar is gonna have to opt to reset though. Just I think for the sake of not doing the instructions menu. Space looking for that RTA time save in the instructions menu. So yeah, we're a little bit out of sync here, but Nixer's going for the third try of right side. It is really one of those sneaky tricks. We've seen this not more than a couple hours ago with Spacebar. It's just a sneaky one. I think we're on try 7 now. Spacebar on try 2. This really is a right side moment. Oh, just keep on getting pushed out by the wall here.
Both struggled with it.
Oh my goodness. This is really the content that you want to see in finals, everybody. not that I could get right side any good, but still.
That's a funny way to start.
I guess that gets the nerves out. It's just like, this is gonna be total shit now. I guess I can just keep going, and then both of them will just play absolutely crack for the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Nixer falling off the door, just a little bit too close to the outer wall there. But it seems like the second time is going pretty well for him.
Yeah.
So Space has some time. I think Space can catch up here if he gets it first try.
Nitzer also got the speed, the height for the purple wall, so.
Oh yeah, he got a 32. It looked like. Spacebar has to fall back down again as well. Spacebar getting the unlock of the camera too, which is good. Ooh, falling down from the top. That's not good to see, even like so early in the match. But falling, not getting up on the platform again. This castle, the nerves are hard. Just gotta hopefully the first couple minutes for these two runners, they'll be able to brush off the nerves a little bit and just make it through. Nixer getting to 2,000 points pretty easily there.
Yeah, I hope Spacebar won't get too much stress.
Yeah, this is a really stressful match, though. I understand. I imagine if they're watching stream and listening to me talk and apply the pressure. Yeah. The stress could compound. Let's see how intense I could get. This one's for all the marbles. This one's for if whoever loses his match, it could be a big thing. I don't know. Nixer got both of the early tricks and hot shelter, so getting on some pretty good momentum at the beginning of the stage. Looks like nothing really crazy going on so far.
Spin early.
Yeah, it's it's a little funny sometimes, but getting good second spin, that's the one that can really mess you up sometimes.
Mm.
Space
Ooh.
missed Hedgehog Hammer skip there. I think what's that? 30? Is that a 38? Yeah, it was a 38. Nixer
Nice.
playing pretty good. Pretty good.
It's
Spacebar is gonna have to play pretty damn well to catch up here.
it's hard to see.
Ooh,
Oh,
that's not good for Nixer.
still pretty easy to back up.
Yep. Spacebar loses all the speed on that. I don't know how that exactly works, but sometimes you can lose speed going down or going across like the pool area, or like the second pool, I guess, that you can fill. Nixer switching to auto cam. I haven't seen anyone else try this strat before, but I guess it technically does work. Just seems like a lot to do.
It's mostly used for individual levels, so
Yeah, to keep your speed.
yeah.
Nixer
Ooh.
missing the jump there at the top, but I think he's going to get it the second time. Yeah, that should be good. Getting the wall around at the end. Just not quite getting the clip at the end, though. I think was that a 152? Something like that. So
I think 154 maybe.
Spacebar
That's hard
might
to read.
be able to make up some time here.
Yeah, I think so too.
129 check. Yeah, I think he could make up some time if he gets this first try. Yep, that's looking good for the wall run. Not quite getting the clip or the setup for the clip, but that's a one. It looks like maybe a 140, high 140 number. I can't
I
quite
would
tell.
say 145, I guess.
Yeah, pretty good though. I think that's gonna give Space some time back here. 145. Okay.
Okay.
We are definitely still in doors range, like the door RNG.
Yeah.
Also wall float. I'm assuming both these people are going to be going for wall float on all 3 laps, but you know, I might be wrong.
Spacebar with the pool filled up.
Yep. Spacebar do be liking the water there.
That was me earlier before this match.
It's true. You did go swimming.
So now we're gonna see the final legs, which can be really scary depending on if you get banana clip or not.
Yeah. Yeah. And like once you get banana clip, it's just kind of like, well, I guess I'm trying wall float now.
Yeah.
Usually you can judge based on the checkpoint, but I guess you lose time from getting the check, so Nixer, yeah, Nixer just did not get the setup, I don't think. You have to really set up like where you're going to land. I couldn't tell if he was actually trying for it or not, though. He may be banking on Spacebar missing it or something like that. Yeah, that's fair enough.
Nixer already saying GG. Nothing is done yet.
Yeah, it's still the first lap. There's still so much time. Spacebar going for the wall float. This could be an equalizer. Just got to hit it right there. That is a good flow up. Let's hope this trick continues to go well. It's not quite done yet. And while no, he falls through. At least it was first try float though, so it really is not like it's not a ton of time. Like it's probably like maybe 10 seconds lost.
Yeah. I would
so
say
not
7.
Still not crazy. I couldn't quite tell what doors Nixer got. I think it was a pretty high number just based on the end split time. I can't see the timer though. We a little fuzzy out here.
Let's see what door.
I think that's not door 1. Yeah, the wall float is such a brutal trick, especially under pressure like that. When grinding for a run, these runners have really made it up to wall float so many times. But
No.
is that fifth door? That's so sad.
Yeah.
That's really sad to see in finals. Like, it's just gotta give these runners something, some gratification.
I feel like Nixer got door 3. I didn't check, but
Yeah,
feels
we'll
like
just have
door
to
3.
see the end times. I wasn't really checking just because Space hit wall float so fast, or you got the float part of it.
So no, it's gonna be some jungle.
So we're looking at about a 950 something for Nixer, most likely.
Yeah. Even maybe 910.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 955 for the first lap for Nixer, and I think Space is going to be probably something like a 10-15, 10-20 maybe. I can't quite tell yet. It really only is the first lap though. The first lap kind of is the warm up. It's these next 2 laps where it's like it really, yeah.
You get into the feelings.
Yeah, and like the momentum starts, Let's see if right side could be being mean. Nixer is just opting for left side regardless of the right side performance. It's a sneaky one. It really can it can be super annoying. Space getting a 10:29. So yeah, a bit over about 35 seconds in difference coming up on the end of the first lap here. Nixer is going to get a 52 entrance into Twinkle Park. Spacebar percolating for a bit before the next run. Or typing.
Ooh.
Nixer missing. Yeah, he lurched forward there. I saw it. He was unhappy about getting on top of the arch there. Aiming is funny sometimes. Sometimes you just lose all your speed and you're like, what? What has happened here? Spacebar missing the right side the first time, second time, third time, third time's charm. I still think that is pretty good. Consider compared to running over to the left side and giving that a shot.
And I think Nixer was a bit faster on that.
I still think Nixer is going to enter Twinkle Park a little bit ahead. Yeah, it was 52 versus a 56 from Spacebar.
We're gonna see how Twinkle Park goes. It could save a lot of time for Spacebar.
Yep, because Nixer did miss the first shot at it. That first time is not that bad. Ooh, the second time off the door though, just not really it's such a feel trick, especially on that first door. Barely getting the camera unlocked, but I think that should make it up. Yep. I still think that might be a bit of time. Possibly. Maybe it's about even. Nixer got Hedgehog Hammer skip the second time and is entering Hot Shelter. The elevator clip here really is the determinant of the momentum throughout the stage. Those first 2 tricks really set the tone of how the Hot Shelter is going to go, at least for me. So looks like no real issues happening with Nixer's Hot Shelter right now.
Sometimes I miss it and I'm like, okay, it's fine, and I'll go. And usually it always goes fine. It's just you always have something that needs to be missed. You cannot have everything all at once.
Yep. Spacebar is running around. I think Nixer's having a really good hot shelter. That's a 50. It looks like a 57 button press, which is pretty fast.
Yeah.
Ooh, really scary on that girder there, but half of that can push you off. So yeah, it can be a little scary depending on what the camera setup is. Missing the pasta skip. He doesn't look very happy about that. It really is a lot of time lost to miss it, but the second try is good enough. I think he's got a little bit of time to bleed out here. 128 check.
Still.
Even with missing pasta skip once, a 128 check is just like, yeah, no, that means everything else went pretty well. See how the ending goes. Getting a little bit clipped through.
144.
I think Space is about to have a pretty good hot shelter as well. That's a 39 check. Missing the first jump, though, just kind of bonking off the top of the roof there.
Left side, okay.
But I still think he might get... He's probably on sub 150 pace at the very least still. So, still going quite well for Space.
That's scary to go for left side when you miss bathroom clip.
Yeah,
that
it
stuff
really is.
can... the cycles can be really bad depending how long it took you to get there.
So this is where Space has some chance to gain back some time. First try pasta skip. That's pretty good for Space. I'm guessing that might make...
126.
Yeah, 126 check. So a couple seconds off of Nixer here. But if he gets the clip, those couple of seconds are gone. Or if he doesn't get the clip, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. See, that takes it all away. But Spacebar is still keeping the distance, which is good. Still better by 2 seconds? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's still good then. The sub 150, obviously great time. Not too many people have ever had sub 150. So
no. Even more 142.
Yep. And Nixer entering final egg for the second time now. Maybe we'll see some wall float. Maybe we won't. It depends. I think it really, given the amount of distance between our two runners, I think it's just depends on how he's feeling.
Yeah. Always that small.
The safety check. I think he's going to try it. No, never mind.
He has the lineup. He just doesn't want to go for it.
Yeah. Last second decision, maybe.
Yeah.
The only time these runners really get a break from playing is, if you in Hedgehog Hammer at the, once you get 2,000 points or in between runs. So Nixer might not have very many chances to take a look at, what types of times he's pulling out versus Space. So it really could be based on feeling.
I mean, knowing how competitive he can be, if someone in the chat were to say no wall float, he would go for wall float, knowing him.
Yeah, I think the chat should scream for some wall floats. Come on, let's put on a good show. Don't run away with the win. Do the good trick. We don't want to see a winner. We want to see a player. Do the wall float. No, I mean, Nixer's still playing. Come on, but I could say that for the sake of argument. I'm the commentator. All right. Okay. Spacebar is at the top of the wall float. Speaking of which, getting through the wall, that could be some time save here for Space. I didn't quite see what door Nixer got. I wasn't really paying much attention. I was laughing at myself, chuckling. The first door could be super nice for Spacebar here. Oh my god. I just gotta say, I just don't gotta talk about doors anymore, I think.
Yeah.
Just kind of like what do you even do? Third door. Come on. There's been no, at least in the matches I've commentated, there hasn't really been a first door. What is this?
I still think spacebar is safe sometimes right now.
I think so too.
Just because of wall float.
Yep. Save the door. Okay. Yeah, maybe instead of checking fourth door first, you gotta check third door.
Ooh, 13 seconds made just from this door and the wall float.
Crazy. Yeah. Yeah, that tracks. That's really, you know, it's still anybody's game here. Anything could happen coming up on the end of this first run. That might be too far. Yeah, it was for Nixer. So 9:38 second lap. Pumping out these insane times. Like, come on. Oh, man. Certainly doing the gaming. Spacebar getting some really good movement here in the final section. I think Spacebar might have a bit better of a time this lap. Nixer missing. Oh, no. He's unhappy about missing that the first time. The second time, and he's going for left side. Right side's sneaky. It's a sneaky, sneaky trick. Spacebar getting all the quick hits, or one of the quick hits, maybe? Yeah, 9:28.
Nice. Now we're gonna see castle skip.
Yep, back in the castle. Wall float, everything goes correctly for wall float. It saves about 20 seconds. I know you didn't ask me, but like the world record with like wall float is like a 101 or something like that, and that's with absolutely crack movement. Also, speaking of crack, that was a really good castle skip. That was very clean. 27, I think.
Right
as far as I can tell.
It's really not friendly during this race.
Right side is just, yeah, that was like third or fourth try. About 10 seconds lost from left side. But I understand going for it, you know? It really is a top level strat. It's just the sneaky one.
Yeah.
It's definitely one where it's just kind of like... It's hard to get consistent because it's just got these like weird properties to it. It's... Amy, like, I remember, like, I've kind of been learning the story, like relearning the stories in order. And there were a lot of like unique movements with my hands once I started learning Amy's story versus Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles. Spacebar getting up there pretty quickly.
Yep.
Is that a 26? I can't what that just seemed really good though.
Yeah. Okay, seems like it was at 26.
Last hot shelter of the tournament potentially. This one's really important for Nixer. Getting the first two tricks without an issue. We'll see how the rest of this goes.
Those spins. I wish I could spin my controller that fast.
Yeah, the Nixer's door spins are... It's such an unnatural movement for me that like especially the left one, like going to the left, I'd lose like a second.
38. That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. This is a
right side. Yep.
Yeah, just because of the cycle, I think. For bathroom break. Oh, the capsule. That's not good. Going for the spring again, that's a good idea just to make sure you can kind of reset everything and keep the momentum throughout. Yeah, bathroom break, if you like... Sometimes if you like hold like a certain direction they like hold forward too early, you kind of like clip back in, but you're still being pushed, and then you just have to let go of the controller and you fall back through. So that's what Nixer was going for there. It's not over until you're like really pushed out of the way. But at least past the gears here, the hot shelter has been really clean. It's going to be a 132 check. So looking like at a 150 something maybe.
148, I would guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. Yeah, it's either 148 or 149. So yeah. It looks like Space might have missed elevator skip or something like that because he's coming in with a 44 Act 2, but going for left side. And if he doesn't fall down, he has some time to save here. Yep, yeah. So far so good. Looking at a 103 button press. Oh no, this is... I hate when that happens. Bridge skip is so weird. Like... The part that you can stand on for bridge skip is so much more thin than than you think. Like it's not really the top, it's not really the bottom because you get pushed off or whatever. It's like a very thin strip and you have to adjust to make it on there. And these runners are trying to do that as fast as possible because they are looking for every possible second to save. So it's really difficult to get quite right. Spacebar getting both clip outs though, and that's a 148, I think, as well. So yeah, about even coming out. I think 22 seconds, we're still in door range. I really hope the doors give us some content here. I've been really waiting for it this race. And I've been waiting for some wall float content as well. I need some screams in the chat. For the wall float, do the wall float, do the wall float. Gotta egg the runners on a little bit.
Yeah.
If they're viewing. I know I don't view the chat, but you know, if they are. Just because the final egg don't got much going on without it, you know?
I knew it.
Come on. Yes, the banana.
Let's go.
This is awesome. Oh. He was very close there, though. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he was so close last time. I figured, like, on the first try there, that I figured he was going to grab it. All right, come on. He's got through. Oh, my God, Nixer.
Oh, my God.
He's not on PB pace, but, like, this is still like just such an incredible run to like potentially end the tournament off with for him. Like at least the final egg. Oh my God, first door. Yeah, that's it. Like I saw him. Yeah, I can see the smile on his face. Smile. I can see the 1 pixel of smile that like just grinning from ear to ear. That is just like I think that's it. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that first door is just seals the deal. I think. Let's see if Space will finish out strong though. You know, there's still obviously still a chance he can get a damn good like, you know, wall float and doors combination. This race has still like, I know Nyx has been in the lead most of the time, but Space has been keeping the momentum. Space getting the float on first try. This could save some time here for Space. Like, she's been keeping up the pace the whole time. Falls through. That's falling through just it's never a good feeling because like there's so many pieces to make the thing work, and it's such a Space.
Yeah, that's what's scary.
It's just
That's a really good pace for Nixer right now.
Yeah, pretty good pace. Not quite sub 10. Spacebar did pull a sub 10 earlier in the day here, but pretty decent pace. No first door content for Spacebar. Man, you almost want to do like a race mod.
Yeah.
Just give it first door every time. Like it's just kind of. Yeah, it was fifth door. But it was the
skipped fourth door just to go for fifth door.
Yeah. Understandable. He was feeling it a little bit, I think.
Mhm.
That's just kind of yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, did Spacebar get 2 door 5s? That's so mean. I like uh yeah, you almost want a race mod. Um I'm gonna say it now though. Knicks are closing out potentially closing out the win here. I think it is pretty much. The Knicks are closing out the Amy Story tournament win, but Spacebar going to finish strong, obviously. I think the challenger should challenge Pasta.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
think that's something that should occur. Pasta really is the Amy goat. A lot of these tricks that that are seen here and today was I think Pasta primarily found them. I don't know. I was kind of gone, like not in the community
Mm.
at the time. But as far as I remember, or as far as I know, he really helped out to
Yeah.
push the meta and stuff like that for this story. So
Some
yeah,
stuff I can think of is Wall Float. He's not the one that found it, but the one that pretty much pushed it for. He
yeah,
pushed for the railings for the stairs, and he also pushed for Pasta skip. So a lot of stuff happened
yeah.
from him.
And a 10:02. GG's to the runners. And
GG's.
GG's to Nixer for first place. The Pasta Challenger. GG's to Space. Honestly, I would rather a three-way race, to be honest.
Mm.
They're just so good. These two runners are so good. Just like oh man, just crazy to watch.
Hello, Spacebar.
Hello, Space. I'm sorry about the doors. That two door 5s, that's gotta be rough. The Knicks are grabbing a first door on the last lap there. I saw you smiling. I saw you smiling on the face cam. I could see it through all the pixels. I knew it was there.
It was.
Congratulations to you both for making it so far throughout the tournament and becoming the Pasta Challenger. Yeah, no, absolute pleasure to watch.
Yeah.
Any thoughts on the run? Saw some right side troubles.
It was just bad, obviously. Play bad. I get Nixer every time.
Everything went horribly wrong. Honestly.
The only thing that went right is I first tried wall float like 4 times.
Yeah.
Since the last time I raced you and I failed wall float a million times.
Yeah. It's like especially at this type of match that the nerves can come and it's just it's a hard fought battle, because it's the game and then it's the mental as well. There's just so much going on. I'm sorry for screaming about the about the wall float. I really wanted people to do the wall float for the content. I don't know. I was just kind of being a shit in here, but I'm sorry if you watch it back. I was just trying my best, I guess.
I was trying to tease Nixer to the wall float just for you to fail it.
I was not going for it, but then I saw your
I went for it every time.
your things in the chat, so I went for it.
Yeah.
and thank you, because it was a good choice.
I didn't watch. I wanted the content. I didn't want you to run away with it without the wall float, But I understand both strategies.
Honestly, what was that? 40 seconds you lose when you fall down?
Yeah, it's
happened
about
to me
10
twice.
seconds. If you get first try, I think the first time that you fell down, I think it was like a 40-second or 45 on the timer. You usually hit that button at 35 if you don't do wall float. So it's about 10 seconds.
Yeah, but I mean, as opposed to just getting the clip and getting through, it's like 40 seconds.
Yeah,
Which
that's
happened
true.
Twice.
Yeah, it's hard. Like that thing at the top. It's just, I mean, I've gotten it so few times. It's such a dumb jump. But yeah. I'm gonna see some Amy story grinding. I know Spacebar you answered. You might have already answered last match, but next are you gonna keep on the Amy, or what's your plans? You gotta challenge Costa at some point.
I'm gonna do a bit more Amy, I think, in the next week. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
I am pretty happy with Amy for now. Gonna
Yeah.
just go back to doing it once in a while for fun.
Yeah.
It was kind of fun to come back to it. I know I could definitely do it, but I just don't want to. I really don't. You know.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
happy
fair.
With the second. I'm pretty happy.
It's a hard category, like mentally, I think. You know? Like
I
I
got
mean we
to
saw it
play
in the
some people
last
I'm happy,
match.
I played Pasta in the Rivals Alpha here and Mimic here, so I feel pretty strong second place.
Yeah.
Is okay with me. I had some fun races.
Yeah. That was definitely a fun race.
I wish I could have had a better showing for you, Nixer, but I just can't seem to play well against you. I don't know what it is.
Maybe it's because of Wolffoot. Because I didn't go for it in the two first lap.
No, not even that, dude. Like I just
Not
couldn't
even
do
that.
right side. Like I failed right. I
For
must have
me.
lost an entire minute on right side throughout these races.
Yeah, I failed every time, so I did left time every time.
Maybe I should start doing stuff like that. You know, maybe I should left side no float. Maybe I would have had a better chance, but oh well.
It's hard to tell, you know, unless you're it's such a hard set of decisions to make in terms of strategy. And plus you're playing the game. It's almost like better to just keep going for the trick and stick with the strategy that you go in with. I could definitely respect that decision. And Space, I know you've had 2 tournaments in the past 2 months. I kind of yeah. I understand if you don't want to go straight to grinding a category because I don't.
I ended up with second place in both categories currently on the board.
That's
so
pretty cool.
I'm pretty happy with that. But we all have, you know, a lot of us have been. We were all in the CX tournament and then came here. So
yeah, awesome to see. No, it's very fun to watch.
I'm so glad this is amazing. Everybody that watched and everything, and Mixer for being the GOAT.
Yeah, there's been so much great content this tournament. So many awesome stories. Natborn just coming out of nowhere and getting top 6 or something like that. And then you know, Natborn playing for 40 hours on the LTA weekend, Ori commentating for probably 20 or 30 hours on the LTA weekend, and all the insanely close matches, all the RNG runaways. There's just been so much with this tournament. It to me, I don't know. This is definitely one of the most fun that I've watched. There's just been so many insane matchups and everything like that. So yeah, super fun to watch.
Yeah,
I
man.
guess we have a Tethys in here to send us off here. Thank you to the runners.
I was going to come in here and sort of say the same sort of stuff, but you kind of took the words right out of my mouth. It's been a really good one. You know, it's interesting because with every single one of these tournaments, we do at least a little bit of experimenting. I think.
Yeah.
But I think Spacebar has me muted.
Yeah, now I don't. Now I don't. I just unmuted.
There we go. But yeah, you know, we tried out some new stuff here. We had the pre-lens, which was really cool, and like you were saying, Dre, led to a lot of really awesome stories. Yeah, just honestly, the whole thing has been. It's been tough to take your eyes off it, really. Every race has been so back and forth, and every race has been winnable by either player. It's just been a real treat. So it's been fun to watch, it's been fun to play, and it's been fun to organize. And GG to Nixer on taking the win, and to everybody else as well.
And thank you to that nightmare that Tethys had that day that sparked this whole thing.
Well, it wasn't a night. Wait, I had a nightmare? Oh, right.
Yeah, on the during the
Forgetting your own video.